Sup, positive people? You got Dana here, and I'm chilling at the crib. It's my off day. It's Tuesday. I woke up today and I was, doing my YouTubes, checking comments, all that fun stuff, and realized that today I hit 3,000 subscribers. And to make sure it wasn't a fluke, I even typed my YouTube, handle in the search, and even my icon pops up with 3K. And I'm not gonna lie to you, the transition from 2K to 3K, I felt like took forever. And it's not like I was keeping track or anything, but I felt like I was in the 2900s for the longest time. And it didn't matter whether I had videos during the month that really got a lot of attention or not. I just felt like no matter what I posted about, things weren't translating. So I guess in this video I wanted to talk about that small YouTuber grind and how now, as I'm transitioning from 3 to 4K, what my goals are, how I plan to try and avoid burnout. And I think I just want to talk this video through. I will make sure to cut out the ums and the like I said and all the other transitional words that I use to get through a point. And the biggest thing for me this year as a goal, as well as for myself on YouTube as a goal, is to make sure that I'm posting at least 3 videos a week. And I don't have a game plan as far as set days. I just for myself feel 3 videos, throughout every Saturday to Sunday cycle would be good. And if I can't do that, if I need to churn them out during the weekend because work was really busy, I'll do that. And lately I've been able to on average manage about 1 a week. If I'm really feeling inspired, sometimes 2, 3 a week. Obviously, it has everything to do with my workflow and just how I'm feeling after the day, especially if I don't end up having the time in the mornings to get ready with me. That's another thing that I've gotta stress and talk to people about is I think a lot of people might be under the impression that I designate time because YouTube isn't even, I'd say 20% of my income. I try and make use of the time when I have the time. So for me, I try to vlog maybe right after I drop Marley off to school. There's a 1.5 hour window between the time that I get back home to get myself ready and me going to work that I have time to just straight film, no editing, just film. It's really easy to get ready with me done. Obviously, if I wanted to potentially mukbang, I could mukbang. That's always a thought. I'm always thinking to myself how I can make better use of the time. Keeping that in mind, if I need to have the space set a certain way, I do all that the night before. I am not this person that gets the setup up and takes the setup down and everything. I pretty much keep my YouTube setup on my desk. It's very minimal. I have the ring light that I bought off Amazon. I have when I am recording with my cell phone. I have this tripod that I use, and then I'm also right now in the process of doing some research to find an iPad tripod for my iPad so that I can start to incorporate filming in the kitchen, filming more dynamically in my bathroom. The get ready with me lighting is only good if I'm sitting down, but in order for me to actually get ready, it requires for me to be standing up in front of the mirror, and I notice that means that I'm not looking at the camera. These are all things that I'm much more mindful of as my channel grows. And I never used to care about quality. I go back and I look at a lot of my videos, and there was a time frame when I had a Canon T3i. I want to say maybe during 2014 to 2016, and yeah, I think my views were a little bit better, but I don't think they averaged any more than what I do now. So for me personally, the equipment doesn't matter as long as it has the capabilities in post editing. So yeah, my camera is not the dopest camera in the world, but I pull back the frame rate to get some quality back. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, you add audio, you up your sound, you do what you need to do to make the best of the camera that you do have. And I have always liked a more streamlined setup. So for me, the iPad meant having a camera that was capable of 4K, having a camera that was capable of 720 in the front. I'm annoyed that at this point this iPad doesn't have 1080 in the front, but whatever. They will force me to upgrade to get a better camera, and I probably will, because again, I don't have to get a separate machine to do my editing with. Everything's done in-house in Bay. Sometimes I run into the problem with memory on this thing, and then I have to sometimes finish editing on my cell phone, but regardless, it's a really easy airdrop back and forth kind of setup. And for me, it has allowed for me to stay consistent as far as posting And my biggest issue, I feel like, during my entire, YouTube run, because like I said, I just checked my oldest channel. I'm not gonna shout it out because it's like, what's the point? I just checked that channel to see when I first posted, and it was actually an Arsenal battle on April 25th, 2012. That was my first post. So for me, it will be 7 years, April 25th, 2019, as far as me uploading to the platform. A couple weeks after that, I did my first album review. So it's so funny that a lot of the things that I started doing, I still do. Keeping that in mind too, staying true to myself and staying true to my real passions has been good for me. I'm not right now feeling rushed or moved to do anything, because for the first time in all of my time on YouTube, I am no longer feeling pressured to upload a certain way, to put out certain content a certain way. If I feel like, making a video on a hot take, I do that. If I feel like whatever, for the first time ever, I really, really genuinely feel free to post whatever I want to. And sometimes I get insecure that I'm sharing this because there's plenty of other people that watch me that also make videos, and a lot of the big YouTubers ain't gonna talk to you about the mental game that is posting authentically. And if you gotta give it 24 hours before you start responding to comments because not seeing the numbers rise quickly makes you insecure, do that. Because for me, the creative outlet has always been fun. I've never not liked uploading. What I've hated was the stuff that I put in my own head that got me psyched up about negative feedback, or just not feeling like you're getting enough shine, just all the other stupid internal bull. I started, for perspective, when I was 23, and I was doing stuff that mainly guys were doing. So the attention that comes with that wasn't really the attention. I was genuinely trying to get respect out here, and obviously you use your feminine wiles to get more eyes on you. But now I understand that, pull all the way back and give them a little at a time. Don't let anybody pull your neck and tell you which direction you need to go because they feel like this is what's best for you. Because at the end of the day, if you're not having a good time doing it, it's not gonna matter that, oh yeah, you get more views when you talk about this, when you talk about that. Also, I have really slowly started to build up my background. I used to obsess over like, oh, it's not filled up, it's not filled up. Just got this painting, and I've had my little piece for a while, but I've never really incorporated it. And it had everything to do with my scaling of everything. And that will change too with time. I am learning all of these things on my own, and self-teaching. A word on self-teaching. Learning how to edit doesn't stop. Learning tips and tricks to turn a nothing piece of content into a something piece of content into something that's consumable for somebody else is, you know what I'm saying? They don't give you, nobody is going to give you the game. That's just stuff you got to figure out on your own. And especially because everybody's audience is a little different. As far as my analytics go, things that I'm learning about myself, on average, people stick around, on average, about 3 to 5 minutes per video. So I make my videos about 10. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not going to make them 20 because that's silly when people only on average stick around for 3 to 5 minutes. For the people that want to stay for long haul, that's only double the time. It's very bite-sized, consumable, and if you want to come back to it, you can come back to that and not feel like you got a ton more to watch or I'm taking up a lot of your time. So as far as like advice that I have to anybody under 5K trying to get to the next plateau, keep posting, keep posting, keep posting. When you're sad, post. When you're angry, post. Obviously, don't do anything that's going to be self-destructive. Even when you feel like taking a step back, don't, because taking a step back totally messes up any momentum that you gain. And the algorithm is very much based on momentum. It doesn't matter that you had a viral video that sustains you. A lot of us smaller channels are like that. We have 5 to 10 videos out of our hundreds of videos that really do the work as far as AdSense goes. But that doesn't mean that you don't keep turning into the machine, because the next video could potentially be the bread and butter that adds on to your treasure trove of viral things. So, to anybody in social media, influencing and all that stuff, don't worry about the numbers. They will come. Focus on the content, focus on the content, focus on the content. Everybody is really hung up on the follow for follow game. I don't do that. I'm not following you because you asked me to, because you were sweet in my comment section. If we support each other and I see genuine support, obviously I'm going to go take a look at you. And the same goes both ways. If I want somebody to potentially come and check me out who may be bigger than me, I'm going to show them love. I'm going to engage with their content. I'm going to do all the things I need to do to get visible to that person. It's a respect thing. Really be an active engager on other people's content, relevant content, similar content to your own. People with similar sizes of subscriber bases as you. Obviously, people with 1 million ain't even going to see you in the mix probably. But, you know, we do what we can. We do what we do. Yeah, that's all I have for this video. I'm really hyped that I got to 3K. This is my most subscribed channel today. I'll wrap up with this. I made the channel as a backup plan for when I wanted to potentially exit stage left on my other channel. It was literally made like a year into you know, a battle rap channel that I had. I made this space because I wanted a place to feel like myself and sincere, and if people from the other channels came, this was the sort of content that they were going to get, and that I was going to do things well within my own time. I allowed lots of people to try and dictate to me what I thought was going to work, and now I feel like collaboration and back and forth exchanges are the way to go. Having people scream requests at you ain't gonna get you popping, I promise you. It does not work, I promise you. So yeah, man, I'm gonna wrap this video up, splice it on down. I want to thank everybody who has decided to stick around. Thank you to the people that decided to unsubscribe. It's been real. I appreciate you taking the time. And until next time, peace, positive people.